Chaque semaine dans le Screen Parfait, nous analysons la mise en scène et aujourd'hui nous sommes au Festival européen du film fantastique de Strasbourg pour célébrer les 40 ans du cultissime Massacre à la tronçonneuse en compagnie de son réalisateur Tobe. Il nous raconte comment il a imaginé et filmé le film qui a révolutionné le cinéma de genre, c'était en 1974.
I wanted to break the convention. There's no reason a genre film shouldn't be a good film.
Né en 1943, Tobe Hooper commence à filmer à l'âge de 9 ans avec la caméra Super 8 de son père. Après des études de cinéma, il devient lui-même professeur et tourne des documentaires. C'est au cinéma de genre qu'il choisit de consacrer sa carrière avec de nombreux films terrorisants, comme le mythique Poltergeist ou Djinn, sorti l'an dernier. Mais c'est en 1974, à l'aube de ses 30 ans, que Tobe Hooper réalise son chef-d'œuvre, Massacre à la tronçonneuse. En apparence, l'histoire toute simple d'une famille qui part sur les traces de son passé, mais en réalité un véritable acte politique. En exposant l'être humain réduit à l'état de viande, Tobe Hooper exprime son incompréhension et sa colère face à la guerre du Vietnam, comme l'ont fait Martin Scorsese avec Taxi Driver et Francis Ford Coppola avec Apocalypse Now.
The Vietnam War was so unpopular, and no one knew why they were there. And then when we were all begging, for the government to stop this war, because they didn't know what they were fighting it for. And I said, we still don't. That appeared to me that the government thought of all of us as meat. And then there was those very wealthy people that called us eaters. I mean, that's all we did was eat, and we were there to serve them.
Sally, don't go. I don't think that's a good idea, Sally.
Avec Massacre à la tronçonneuse, Tobe Hooper va offrir au film de genre ce dont il est privé jusqu'alors, du grand cinéma.
Almost nothing satisfied me at that time because the films were kind of B-grade pictures. You know, the performances weren't great. And the films before that, it was just about the story and not the subtext of the characters. So they tended to, the characters tended to their first day of life was the first day of the frame in the film. And so in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I gave everyone a backstory.
My granddaddy's buried here. Can we find out if anything happened to him?
What's your granddaddy's name?
Honey, that big, heavy feller's a standing with that flashlight in his hand. That's the sheriff. You go tell him your granddaddy's buried in there.
Okay.
He'll let you in.
Thank you.
Things happen here about they don't tell about. I see things.
Also, I didn't want to show a lot of gore because it would be distracting from the all the subtext that the characters were carrying with them.
Hitchhiker?
Should we take him out?
What does he look like?
And I was terrified that I would get, like an X rating. And so I started calling them at the MPAA. So I asked them, how I could hang a girl on a meat hook and get a G-rated film. And they said, well, you can't. And I said, well, if I don't show the penetration into the skin and I don't show a lot of blood. And that character came from, The Mask. My family doctor told me when I was, I don't know, maybe 15 years old, or when he was in pre-med school, and he skinned a cadaver's face and dried it out and wore it as a mask to the Halloween party for the school.
And it stayed inside of your mind for years?
It never left.
You act like a pack of hounds.
We were just having fun. You think this is a party?
Please. You can make him stop. No, he can't.
Shut your mouth. Can't be helped, young lady.
The dinner scene was the hardest scene to shoot. And because I shot it straight through for 27 hours. And so it's nighttime outside, but I'm shooting in the daytime, part of the scene, and had a black tent put over the house, you know, so it would look night outdoors, and it made it about 115 to 17 degrees Fahrenheit in the house, and the heat from the very hot lighting to expose the 16 millimeter stock took a lot of light, so those bones started cooking, and you know, from the lights, and putting off this smell that would make everyone sick. The doctor had to come out and give Dramamine, the stuff that makes you not seasick. I mean, it got to a point in that day it would say cut, and 3 or 4 people would run to the window and stick their head out the window and throw up from this is making them sick. So that also added to the reality of their performances.
There's just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it.
Oh, please. Please.
I was going to finish it even if the crew collapsed from the heat, because I was driven to get to throw a net over this spirit that actually came up out of the heat, out of it being such a hard shoot.
Et Tobe Hooper a eu raison de s'accrocher puisque 40 ans plus tard, Massacre à la tronçonneuse confirme son statut de film culte.